Welcome everybody to Wild Horse Broadcasting. We're here Viva Las Vegas for race number 5 of the Simability Xfinity Series. So far on top of your leaderboard, you have once again the 76, that icy machine. He must have icy in his blood and in his veins because all he does is win. Jason Lance, followed by Jacob Vaughn. Cody McGork, sweet looking ride tonight. Sweeple, the cleaning type people. He's looking to make his way into victory lane tonight. He's been a runner-up past few weeks. He's looking to get over the hump finally. Running fourth right now, top of your speed charts. The 22 is Stephen Kiefer. Andrew Smith, he's in the top 5 tonight. Showing good speed already. Usually leads to good things for him. There's a look at Tommy Johnson in the 23 Ford Mustang. Here's the 45, Fast Eddie Hawks out on track. There's a look at the 69 Kodak machine, Derek Brown. It's always one of my favorite cars. The Kodak machine throws me back. All right, let me see if I can get a word for the league owner, Billy Wise. Hey, Billy, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. We finally got you in here. All right, so Billy, why don't you go ahead and give us a rundown about this league?
Oh man. So we're about 75% all disabled. We do have a couple able-bodied drivers, but a lot of us been racing together for years under a different league name. But we're just happy for Glenn to let us do this under his Simability name. And there's a bunch of us using Simability equipment, so it just makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So Glenn's the one who runs Simability then.
Glenn Sidman is the owner of Cinability. He builds all the adaptive equipment. Yep. And we're running under his name. I've had a Simability wheel for like 10 years now. And some other guys have some wheels and some other adaptive equipment. And yep. I just run the league basically under Simability.
All right, big shout out to Glenn then for coming up with this. Next time Glenn's in one of the races, I'm definitely gonna have to pull him in and interview him, pick his brain.
Yeah, for sure. He raced with us at Watkins Glen. You know, he's a road course guy. He's not much of a NASCAR or oval guy. But we'll get him to come race with us once in a while. And yes, I should have made you aware of that. He's the man. He builds all the stuff himself, and it's a really cool story actually, because he built the first wheel for his son, and like put it on YouTube, and it became a company. Next thing you know, somebody saw it, they wanted a wheel, and this guy saw it and wanted a wheel, and he turned it into a weekend side hustle kind of thing.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know that. If I would have known that, I would have definitely tried to get him on during Watkins Glen there.
Yeah.
No, it's a great story about how he's trying to make sim racing able for everybody.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. Simability, making sim racing accessible, and man, he's put out a lot of stuff. Even overseas is actually was his big market for a while, and he's sent a lot of stuff over to those guys, and it's very cool. Yeah, it's a really good thing.
Yeah, once again, shout out to Glenn Sidman, some ability.
For sure. And I got to shout out the Action Sports Foundation, Steven Sadler in particular. He's been sponsoring me for a few years now, and it's pretty cool because he's a local guy. I'm Newport Richey, Florida. He's down in like Brandon, Florida, not too far away from me. But Action Sports Foundations, they put on sports clinics, adaptive sports clinics like skateboarding and wheelchair basketball, parasailing, like all kinds of different things. So that's a really cool foundation. And on the car, we got Project Vet Jet, and that's basically an offshoot of Sports Foundation. But they do water events, get jet skis, and they get some veterans and get them out there on water skis and have a good day on the water and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And in our league, we have four or five disabled veterans. So here this summer, we're gonna try to get get a an event going just for the iRacing guys with Project Vet Jet. Get them all out there on water skis and have a good day on the water, and that'll be awesome.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like that'd be an awesome time for the guys. And thank you for you guys who served and your sacrifices that you've made.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't, but quite a few of us in here did, and we appreciate you coming on board and broadcasting us.
We don't have to
What are
thank
we in?
me. This isn't
Week
about me.
4 now? Week 4 or 5? I don't know.
This is
But
this is race number 5.
going into 5. Yeah, I know we've had some hot rods, but we've had terrible luck all season, so we'll see if we can't get up there in the top 3 tonight. But uh, our hopes aren't that high because the car it's really loose, man. It'll be loose one lap, and like tight the next lap. So we're not really knowing what to expect here.
That's what makes it fun, Billy. That's what makes it fun. Remember that when you're out there.
Oh yeah, yeah, it'll be a show, one way or another.
All right, Billy. I'll let you get back down there, and I'll let you get into your qualifying run. And best of luck to you tonight. And hopefully, I get to talk to you again.
All right, thanks, buddy.
All right. As we get back to action, we got Tom Johnson out here on the track right now, making his qualifying lap. All right, top of the leaderboard, Jason Lance with a 35.38. followed by the 45, Eddie Hawks. Go figure, with a 36.88. As Jason's just improved on his second lap from a 5.38 to a 3.42. Third, you have Stephen Kiefer with an 8.72, followed by Tommy Johnson. And fourth with a 31.141. Thomas Wise, top 5 with a 31.34.9. There's a look at Tommy Wise. Cody's coming to complete his first lap. Cody's right now sitting 10th. Let's see if he improves it on his second lap. Cody McGork, the 4th spot with a 37.88. Here's a look at the admin box, 87, Andrew Smith. Coming to complete his first lap. Jacob Vaughn snuck up the 3rd spot there with 37.22. Andrew finishes the 2nd lap, puts him at 7th spot. All right, welcome back as we get ready for 90 laps here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Last night I did 120 in the trucks in a league that I run. And I know my hands were full, and I know a lot of people were saying how tired they was after that. So I can imagine these guys, 90 laps with the Xfinity car is going to be hectic. So let's go ahead and go down the lineup. One pole, the 76 of Jason Lance. Outside him, the 45 of Eddie Hawks. Row number 2, Jacob Vaughn and Cody McGork starting 4th. Row number 3, Stephen Kiefer and Thomas Wise. Row number 4, the 87 of Andrew Smith. Starting outside of him, the 23 of Tom Johnson. Row number 5, you have Michael Eden and the 8 and Johnny Berardi, and the 99 starting 10th. Starting 11th, you have the 69, the Kodak machine, Derek James Brown. Outside of him, you have Alan Capers, the 13 car. Starting 13th, Billy Wise. Rounding out your field will be Brian Lawhead and Wesley Lee. Will Cody McGork make his way to victory lane tonight? Can he finally break through? He's been so close the past few weeks. Tonight might be his night. Green flag is out. We're off. Racing. 45 looking on the high side. As Jacob Vaughn's there, right there on the inside of him a little bit. He's looking low, looking to make a move already. Jake not able to complete the pass, falls there at the 3rd. Cody makes his way from 4th to 3rd spot as he got around Jacob Vaughn. As you see, the field's starting to spread out. Jason's running that low line, able to stay right down there. Eddie's running a little bit higher up, trying to keep the momentum going. Cody's making his way up there with the leaders. Top 3 are starting to break away. Cody's able to hug that white line. That's definitely key right now. front three got a nice little gap between them. Just sitting there riding. Jacob Vaughn's starting to close that gap as well. Regroup at the top three there. Right along second place, Eddie Hawks right now. You can tell he's taking care of them tires, not getting real heavy into the throttle when exit. That's really key. That, watching your entry speed, which I can't do. I constantly burn my right front up. Jake's making that high side work for him. Ryan Long, 5th place. Stephen Kiefer in the 22 machine. Right now you got your top 5 all within a second. And almost 3 seconds back to 23 of Tommy Johnson, 6th spot, followed by the 87 Andrew Smith, 69 Derek Brown, Tommy Wise, Billy Wise rounding out your top 10. Jake's working on a high side, trying to get clean air on his nose there. Okay, he's able to get up there in front of him. Now Cody's starting to make some moves there on second place to the 45, Eddie Hawks. Jake's there looking on the inside of Cody as they go into one here. Jake goes back to the outside. Sounds like Ed slipped up a little bit there coming off the 2. Allowing Cody to close the gap. You got 3 cars right there battling for second spot. To make their way around the lap car Alan Capers. Cody's trying his damnedest to get there to the quarter panel. That looks like they're starting to back up a little bit off of Eddie. I wonder if they burned up their tires or if they're just trying to let them cool off and get ready for another run. While that was going on, Jason Lance was out front, able to extend his lead from about 2/10 to almost over a half second. As you look back to your leader, second place with 45, Eddie Hawks. First place, you got 76 of Jason Lance, followed by the 45 of Eddie Hawks. Third place, up 1 spot, starting fourth, was the 28 of Cody McGork, followed by the 3-car of Jacob Vaughn. Stephen Kiefer in the 22, he's starting to close the gap there on the 4th spot. Run 6, you got the 23 of Tom Johnson. Breathing down his neck, you got the 87 of the admin box, Andrew Smith. Billy Wise running 8th there. 9th, you got the 69 machine, Derek Brown. Running 10th, you got the 3-car, Thomas Wise. Johnny Berardi running 11th right now in the 99 car. There's a look at Brian Lawhead in the 66. He's running 12th right now. Getting ready to go a lap down to our leader, Jason Lance, right there. Running 13th in the 13 car, Alan Capers. And running 14th, the 8 car, Michael Edens. All right, welcome back. While we were gone there paying some bills, Cody McGork was able to get by Eddie Hawks there for second spot. Clean pass there on the inside, got in 3 and 4. Right now you have Jason Lance out front by 2.6 seconds over second place, Cody McGorks. Then you have Eddie Hawks into 45, Jacob Vaughn and Stephen Kiefer rounding out your top 5. Jason Lance now for over a 3-second lead. He's just out there cruising right now. We're a third of the way through the race. 30 down, 60 to go. The one car, Jacob Vaughn there, looking on the inside of the 45, looking for third spot. Right along with Stephen Kiefer as he watches Jacob make the pass over at Eddie. There's a pass for third spot. Steve's looking to put his nose into some clean air there. Help that front downforce. As Jason has now opened up his lead to almost 4 seconds. Cody's really fighting that car off of exit. Car's getting real loose, stepping out. He has to turn the wheel right just to save it. The tires have definitely come off. Handling has become a premium. Cody's doing what he can to run that low line. notice with Cody. Cody's running low. And it's third, fourth, fifth there. Trying to keep the car high. They feel like they're losing too much speed trying to run down low, I guess. .40 laps down, 50 to go. Jason Lance out front, followed by Cody McGork, Jacob Vaughn, Eddie Hawk, Stephen Key for your top 5. Looks like Jason was a little bit loose there on entry. But other than that, he's just working that throttle as smooth as can be. Not a lot of fighting the wheel at all. Cody loose off the exit there. Everybody's still running the same tires. 41 laps into this stint. Completing lap 41. Made it back around Jacob Vaughn for the third spot there. And caution is out. Johnny Berardi of crash. Let's take a look at the replay here. Tom Johnson, Andrew Smith just making it through there. Johnny just went down off the apron, came back up. The car gets real loose, and right now, with these old tires, they're just no grip at all. Goes sliding across the track, bringing out the yellow flag. First one of the night. Welcome back after your halfway intermission. Johnny Berardi brought out the caution flag. And we're going back to green with about 44 laps to go. Lap 46 and 90. Jason Lance out front. Eddie Hawks, Cody McGork, Stephen Kiefer, road number 2. Jacob Vaughn, Tom Johnson, road number 3. Andrew Smith and Billy Rise, road number 4. Road number 5, you have Derek Brown and Brian Lawhead. Pace cars off. The Geico restart zone as Jason Lance fires off. Gets a good jump off Eddie Hawks. I don't know if Eddie was sleeping there on that restart or what, but boy, he is losing positions left and right. Billy Wise, your biggest winner there. He's up to 4th spot right now. Tom Johnson 3rd. That's leaving Jason Lance and Cody McGork out front by themselves. Ooh, Cody gets in the wall a little bit. Billy Wise up to the 3rd spot right now. Starting to make his way back up through the field. He's back up to 5th spot now. Tom Johnson running 4th right there in the Folds of Honor 23 Ford Mustang. As Eddie and Jacob Vaughn make their way around, here comes Stephen Kiefer in 22 as well. Cody McGork making a pass for the lead. Could this be his night? There's a breakthrough here. See if I can get to victory lane. Showing some power there by making the move on the outside. "39 laps to go. Jason's on that low line, doing right next to the wet line, doing turns. As the bumps messed him up a little bit there. Jason so smooth on that throttle. Cody McGork out front, followed by Jason Lance. And you have about a 2.5 second gap to Billy Wise sitting there in 3rd. Behind him, you have the 45 Eddie Hawks. And the purple car of Jacob Vaughn, your top 5. Cody's starting to open up his lead a little bit. Cody McGork open up his lead almost a half second right now over second spot. 76 of Jason Lance. Jacob Vaughn got by Eddie Hawks for fourth as they're looking to get by Billy Wise for third spot. Billy Wise. So he looks back there as Jacob Vaughn's trying to get by. Looking on the high side. Checked out the wall a little bit, now it goes to the low side. Makes the pass going into 3 and 4. Now here comes the 45 Eddie Hawks. And Billy get real close, but no contact. 30 to go. Your top 5 right now. We have Cody McGork out front with Jason Lance right behind him. Jason's closed that gap from over a half second down to 1:10. Let's stay here with this battle for the lead as Jason's making his way around Cody for the top spot with 30 to go. Give that lap to Jason. Cody's giving it all he can on the outside there, trying to hang with him. Cody pulls back out front by a car. Let's see if momentum pays for Cody on the high side. Jason gets a car and a half gap there. Clears Cody. These two, week in, week out. 1-2, fighting for the lead. On that high side. And for about 4 laps there, those guys are trading the lead back and forth. Jason Lance out by 3/10 over Cody McGork. Third place you have Jacob Vaughn in the 3D machine. Followed by the 45, Eddie Hawks. Billy Wise, top 5, hanging right there. Billy said he ain't done yet. .45 looking low there on Jake. Billy getting a little bit loose, running over that apron. And get out of the throttle there in the tri-oval. Got 25 laps to go. Woo, Jacob getting loose there, holding on to it. About 15 laps into this run, so the tires right now are pretty much burnt. As you see it right there, those two are getting loose in front of Billy. Billy gets in the wall a little bit, keeps it going. Head's able to make it past Jake for third spot there. Jake's trying to get a run up off corner, but you see he's getting a little bit loose there. He had to let off. There's Ron Billy right there on his back bumper. Billy was looking low, but it looks like Billy's losing a bunch of time there. Billy tried to use that apron, probably got loose. "20 laps to go. Jason and Lance out front, followed by Cody McGork, Eddie Hawks, Jacob Vaughn, Billy Wise, your top 5. Followed by Stephen Kiefer, Tommy Johnson, Brian Lawhead, Derek Brown, and Andrew Smith, your top 10. Cody's 3.3 seconds back from your leader. Just starts to wonder if he burned up his tires, getting to the lead and trying to stay out front. Big loose there for Cody. You see Eddie is nowhere near as loose as what Cody is coming off the exit there. Pulling a really nice wheel there. He's starting to close that gap to second place right now. I imagine Cody's just trying to hold on second spot right now for the next 16 laps. Billy's trying to get by Jake for fourth spot there. Billy with a real nice run going down the backstretch. He looks on the inside. Jake looks like he's pushing really bad in turns as he tries to get on the gas. Billy's there, right there on that white line, getting loose. Running half on the apron, half on the track. He's got Jacob right there on his outside. Billy Wise up to fourth. Stephen Kiefer trying to get the fifth spot right now. As he had the right front has pretty much gone off of Jacob Vaughn. He can barely make 3 and 4 anymore. He's having to let off the gas way too much. Don't look now, but here comes the Hawk. He's getting loose, cost himself time off the exit. It's allowing Eddie to get a real good run going down the backstretch, closing that gap, going to 3 and 4. You're seeing Cody get loose once again there. He's able to keep second spot right now, running the high side, keeping that momentum. Edge regrouping, 10 to go. .45 looking low again. He's able to run a good line there up high. And he's on the inside of him. Oh no, Cody goes into the wall. Oh, that's allowing Eddie to get by him. That was a big hit for Cody. Let's see if he can regroup it here with 9 to go. Try to get back to Eddie Hawks. Billy's 9/10 back from Cody. See if he can close the gap for him. Cody's going to be able to regroup and get back up there and fight for 45 for the second spot. Billy's able to close that gap ever so slightly. Billy was 2/10 faster than Cody that last lap. Cody in the wall again. 6 laps to go. Billy Wise, another 2/10 faster there. Cody ran a 32.44. Got into the wall again there in turn 1 and 2. Billy ran a 32.23. Now Billy is right there. Five laps to go. Cody Work runs it up high. Billy's looking there on the inside. In second place, or third place, Cody McGourt, as he looks back there on Billy Wise. He's there in turn 1. Lets off gas, runs that high side, able to stay out of the wall. Billy Wise is right there though on the inside looking as they go into 3 and 4. Three laps to go. Cody ran the low line there in 1 and 2 as we come to 2 to go. The battle for a third spot heating up. Last time by, those guys ran identical lap times. Billy Wise looking on the low side. Cody's keeping that momentum. He's got a good run off of 4, coming to the white flag. Cody McGourt brings it home third. Your winner, Jason Lance, in the 76 Icy Machine. Followed by the 45 of Eddie Hawks. Bringing it home third, the 28, the Sweeple Machine. Cody McGourt. Followed by fourth, Billy Wise with a strong run tonight. Almost made it to the top 3, Billy. And round out your top 5 at 22 is Stephen Kiefer. Finishing 6th, 23 to Tom Johnson. Jacob Vaughn, 7th. Derek Brown, 8th. Andrew Smith, 9th. Brian Lawhead, 10th. Thomas Wise, 11th. Michael Eden, 12th. Alan Capers, 13th. Johnny Berardi brought it home 14th tonight. Jason doing a little bit of lawn care work. Alright, let me start rounding up our top 3 here for our interviews. It's starting to become a every week thing with these top 3. Usual suspects: Jason Lance, Eddie Hawks, and Cody McGork. Cody, you got a copy?
Stand for.
Well, Cody, it looks like you definitely drove the wheels off that thing tonight.
Yeah, we had a really fast sweeper Ford Mustang tonight. At the end, I didn't have much right rear left at all. We just running with Jason there, trying to stay out front and clean air and give myself a decent shot there at the end. One of the first times I've ran here in the Xfinity car, just kind of learning things on the fly, and we were we unloaded. We were fairly quick, and then kind of off a little bit, and then I kind of learned what I needed to do to make the car faster, and then I was able to run with Jason for a good bit of that race there. But he was just once again the better driver. So congratulations to him. Eddie was able to get past me there for a second. I didn't have any right rear left. I was doing everything I could to try to just run with him and give myself a shot there tonight. But he was better than I was, and if we could have got a caution and put four tires back on, if we could have got one more restart there, I know what I could have done different, but I didn't have the tire at that point to do it. But we'll take a third. Proud of this RV2 Motorsports team, this program. We've been killing it in Xfinity across the board between me, myself, Patrick Schaefer, Derek Grigsby. We've added a new guy this coming up week with Christopher Hockley. He's been a huge supporter of us. So shout out to him and Hawk Dizzle Designs. We've got them on the car for the first time this week. Sweeple's a brand new sponsor for this week. First time we've ever had them on the car. So third place finish, running up front all night. That's pretty good. We're still there. We're still knocking on the door every week. So as long as we keep putting ourselves in position, eventually it'll fall our way. It's just a matter of consistently being fast at these places, even tracks like this that I haven't been to an Xfinity before, but have other experiences with truck and ARCA and stuff. So we got a good thing going. Real proud of the team.
That's for sure. I thought tonight was going to be your night to get through and get to the victory lane, but like I said, you definitely drove the wheels off of it.
Yeah, we had her turning. May might have had her turning a little too much. I was concerned with not cooking the right front because that's so easy to do, and I probably cooked that right rear a little bit. I mean, I tried to hold Eddie off as best as I could, but I was so loose at that point. I knew I couldn't quite hold him back, and then Billy got up there and he challenged me pretty good, but I was able to find just enough grip up by the wall in 1 and 2 that I could pull away enough from him. He was better than me in 3 and 4, but I could use 1 and 2 to get enough of a gap to keep him back there. So just that's the fun thing about these cars is you can search around and you can kind of find different lines to go with, and you can find different places to get the grip if you need to, and just had a blast driving this car. I have no idea where they're going next week, but every week we line up on the grid, man. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I look forward to running with these guys every week, and if I could just ever beat that 76 car, I might be doing something. But he's really good. Eddie's really good. These guys they're really good at what they do, and you see those same faces up front every week. So I enjoy racing them. I couldn't think of a better way to spend a Wednesday night with them, to be honest.
Couldn't agree more. And next week we're going to Miami.
I That place has been hit or miss for me personally. I think that's the track I'm going to go to school during the week and try to figure out what I need to do better in an Xfinity car. I've ran decent in the truck, but I haven't had much luck there in Xfinity, so I'll probably go to school this week and see what I can't figure out to make myself just that little much better of a racer, and hopefully just find one or two spots more to get to victory lane. We've had enough of these seconds and thirds to fill an ocean with. If I could just get that one spot better, it'd be nice. But I think that'll be a pretty good race. It'll be slick. You can run the bottom or you can run the top. You're going to see a lot of what you saw this week with guys that are going to be fighting loose race cars, because it's real easy to burn the right rear off there as well. So tire management will be key if we get a long green flag run, and just maintaining what you've got. But I think it'll be a pretty good race for us. I look forward to it.
All right, sounds good. And we'll see you next week, Cody.
I appreciate it. Shout out to all the people that support this RV2 Motorsports team. Shout out to my buddy Cody Simmons. Shout out to Christopher Hockley, Hot Digital Designs. And again, thank you to Sweeple for being on board the car this week. First time. Look forward to seeing y'all next week.
All right, you have a good one, Cody.
You too, brother.
Because they were passing me on the outside in turns 3 and 4. I'm like, somebody else is in that car.
Hey, Eddie, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, once again, we're speaking to you.
Yeah, I had a horrible restart, that last restart.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up and refreshing my memory on that. What the hell happened there,
I
Eddie?
was going to pass the leader, so I let off, and as soon as I let off it went green. And then I still had my damn foot on the brake, and I didn't realize that I got about a quarter brake in the car. So I wonder why everybody's just blowing by me. And
I was wondering. I was like, man, Jason got a hell of a jump there. Oh, Jason got a really good jump there.
Yeah, he did. And then I was running because, with these new restarts, you got to maintain 60, 61 mile an hour. And I looked up and I was doing like 61. And I thought if he slows down, I'll get black flag for passing him before, he gets to the start finish. No sooner let off, green, green, green. And it's just momentum. Once they get that launch, it's over. So I tried to save a little tire, but I had to push as hard as I can get. I knew I wasn't going to catch him, but I was going to catch Cody.
Yeah, you're able to regain yourself and definitely made a comeback.
It's a fine line of saving tire and pushing, as hard as you can push. And that's the reason I caught Cody. I saved a lot of tire in 3 and 4, but I was doing a lot of braking. And just going in hard, braking and slowing it down enough to where to turn. And I saved a ton of tire that way, but Jason was too far out. There was no catching unless we had a caution. That was my only shot.
See, and that's where I fail every time, is that on entry, running that brake just to save that right front. Because if I ran with you guys, I would be like Jacob Vaughn was. And, I mean, it seemed like there at the end he was just dropping because his right front was gone. And, God, I know that pain all too well.
Yeah, well, I kept trying to tell him. He's like, oh, I got to keep braking. I'm like, if you would, and I told him after the race, if you'd have been braking and just stayed behind me, you would have stayed behind me the whole race. But he kept going in way harder than I was, and then I would catch him coming out, or and I just let him do that for about 4 or 5 laps, and I knew the next corner or whatever, he's not going to be able to make it. So, I tried it, and I showed him that earlier in practice too, in a practice race, that it's got to go in a little earlier to save tire. Because if you go in and it ain't turning, you're just eating that right front right off.
That is one thing I am a pro at, Eddie.
Is he the right? Yeah. It takes a lot of practice to. Like I said, it's a fine line of saving tires, being too slow, and takes a lot of seat time, I guess.
Now let me ask you this: do you do anything with your steering?
I run 16-1 because this track was super loose, and I like a loose car for sure. But 16-1, and I dropped the offset just a little bit too, and that way I can catch the car a lot quicker because I was loose a lot. And if you'd have saw some of my in car, I was turning a lot more right than I was turning left out of two a lot.
It's funny that you mention that because I was riding with a few people, and I know when Jacob was on the outside of you and Billy was behind you guys, there was one time both of you and Jake were both loose coming off it too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially down the lower you go, I think the looser it gets. And I don't know if you notice on this track, there's dots all around in the corners, and I had a pro that helped me, learn to drive and learn to do setups. And he said the preferred line is through right in the middle of those dots. And if you look at the rubber on the track, that black is right in the middle of those dots. And that's where your fastest lap time is, and the car just handles better right there. Little trick I was taught.
I'll be making sure to keep that in my little notebook here for things I learned.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie, go ahead and give a shout out to all your people.
Yeah, like I say, once again, PVA, Central Florida. I'll be missing, I forget what week. I leave next Saturday to go to Colorado to Aspen for the Winter Sports Clinic. So I got to thank the PVA for that. Say Billy for putting this on, and during the practices during the week, and all the guys that show up for practice. I mean, they've gotten a lot of better. We only had one caution today, and these things were hard to drive. They're not easy to drive, and only having one caution just shows that they are putting the time in, to learn the car. So and so yeah, I thank them guys for putting on helping us put on a good race. Thank you for coming on board as well.
Hey, it's a privilege of mine. Like I said, tonight's race was really good, and you're right. This track's really easy to lose it at, especially coming across that tri-oval. And if you try to run off the apron and back on, that car just wants to jump out on you right there.
It does. If you saw our practices, we were a mess. I mean, seriously, we were really worried about it, but everybody tightened it up. One caution, that's pretty good for 90 laps.
I know you guys did better tonight with one caution than what we did last night in the trucks. I think we had 3 cautions last night. But
Yeah, I think we're on to Miami next week, so that's not one of my favorite tracks, but we'll see what happens.
if you're anything like you are here at Las Vegas, you'll be up there fighting for the top 3, I expect.
Yeah, I hope so. Jason's hard to beat, but I'm gonna get him one of these races.
Somebody's gonna get one of these races.
Yeah, well, I got one on him on Atlanta, so I got one feather in my cap anyway.
All right, Eddie. We'll see you next week in Miami.
All righty, I appreciate it, guy.
You have a good one.
You too, thanks.
Race winner, Jason Lance. You got a copy.
Yeah, I hear you.
I feel like I should just let you go ahead with the interview. You know how this goes down. Go ahead and tell me about your night.
Well, just qualifying the pole. It was fast in practice. I backed it up in qualifying, and I had some other races in a different league here at Vegas, so I kind of knew what to expect, even though it's kind of a different field situation. The cars basically kind of do the same thing, so I was going off of that experience tonight, so that transitions over pretty well for this race, and me and Cody, we had a good time battling there for a little bit. He flew right by me, on that initial restart, and then I was able to catch back up to him, and we had a little side-by-side battle going. I wish I could enjoy this victory, but I kind of sound off over the radio, which I'm not proud of. Over, we had a wreck under caution, but I don't know I don't know what the circumstances on that was, and I feel that was wrong of me to sound off like that. I raced in a Christian racing series in the other leagues I raced in, and that stuff isn't allowed, which I follow for years. And come over here where it's open, where there's no filter at all. I mean, like very much no filter, if you know what I mean. So it was easy for me to, you know, to be one of the guys and voice myself sound off. So I'm not too happy about that.
Sometimes we get caught in the heat of the moment there, Jason.
Yeah, this is very much a emotional hobby.
Oh, trust me, I know for sure.
Especially the open series. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next race. I'm not too sure what track it is, but I'm hoping I can make it 4 in a row.
It's gonna be Miami.
I'm not. I'm okay there, but I'm not. I'm just not too thrilled, and I'm not too good about the tracks that NASCAR only sees like once a season. Just like, well, Pocono they used to go to twice, but it's Miami and Pocono was just like my weak tracks.
Yeah, Pocono's a track I don't know. I seem to avoid when I can. But if you're, I think you've sort of been like this every week. You're a little bit hesitant about the next week's race, and you come out and you're sitting top of the chart.
Well, usually with the other league I race in, it's just a coincidence that we've been following the same schedule as this one. And I've been having random issues with my brake sticking, so I'm hoping after this race on Thursday, I can send those in to the manufacturer to get them looked at, because there's still a lifetime warranty on these things. And I'm hoping I'll be able to get it back by Monday, but it's just a random thing that's been happening that's been frustrating me, that I've been trying to work out. It's cost me, some good positions in some races, but luckily tonight it didn't have that issue, but it's just a random thing, so it's something that I need to get worked out.
Well, you had Lady Luck on your side tonight in Las Vegas, and it didn't. The Gremlin didn't show its ugly head.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I called it.
Well, hopefully you get those fixed and you'll be ready to go next week.
Oh yeah, this is a good group of guys to race with. I'm glad to see our car count coming up, and the person who races under Alan Caper, I think Caper's the last name, is actually female. His wife Jennifer takes over the car, so I'm glad that's the first time I've seen a female driver come out and race, this hobby, which is really cool. Actually, it's good to have that sort of inclusion where everybody come out and join.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Once again, give a shout out to all your people.
Well, definitely this week, and again, I apologize to Thomas who I uh, outburst at, and of course, my parents watching, and thank them, and all the great guys in this series, and those who finance it, and for you, of course, for putting on a broadcast for us.
Hey, it's always a good time when the racing's good, and tonight the racing was definitely really good. All right, Jason, we'll catch you next week. See if you can go for 4 in a row.
All right, see ya. Hopefully, I'll have my stuff worked out.
All right, Jason, you have a good one.
You too.
All right, once again, I want to give a big shout out to Simability, actionsportsfoundation.org. Thank you guys for making this league all possible. Paver Seal in Florida as well, and Project VetJet. Once again, thank you guys for making this league possible. The Simability Xfinity Series. Next week, we head to Miami. See everybody there.